It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Denver. It's the Ravens and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hamilton. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st down, Hurst. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here for. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Back to throw now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's connected on a couple of touchdown passes so far, but did have the interception on the previous drive as they begin here again with a first down. Up the middle they go. Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offside. Defense.
Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hurst. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down. Hurst. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. Hurst. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know a Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Hurst. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. And batting that one away in coverage, that was Kyle Hamilton. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Harper. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second and 2. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And down to the 41. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Price. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.